everyone. I am officially live. I am your host, Francisco from Tech Summit, and we're going to be having a good time over chat, that is. Welcome in, everybody. Well, to those that will be showing up any second, of course, I'll make sure to greet everybody as per usual. Oh boy, am I tired. Oh man. It's been such a long yet such a short day. Greg is back. Your fan is back. Well, welcome in, buddy. How's your night going so far? Jim Allen says first. Actually, well, you're first on Twitch. I'll give you that. But on YouTube, it appears that Mr. Greg was actually first. Even though his message isn't like popping up over here, like where your message is, I'm not exactly too sure as to why that's happening. But yeah, it is happening. Either way, Jim Allen, how is your night going so far? It's 8 a.m. here. Woke up at 6, then worked out. Okay, so we are 12 hours apart then. I see. So to you, it's already August 8th. And then to me, it's still August 7th. Interesting. Man, I kind of miss the days when I used to be able to wake up at around 6 without issues, and actually while I was on vacation I was able to do that just fine. And then it was when I came back to New York that everything just started speeding up like crazy. Like time would just pass me by, while in DR it would last an eternity. It felt like 24 hours. First, damn, I'm sorry, cinnamon. But, welcome in either way. How's your night going? Hack Bricks, what's up? Hey, buddy. I'm just, it was time to stream, so I am here now. How's your night going? School is back. Really? Back this early? Why so early? I mean, we're still pretty early into August, so I find that pretty odd that school is already up. Trying to lose weight since I gained a lot during college. Alcohols and parties. Oh, I see. Gotcha. Yeah, waking up early is a very good routine to have around and exercising. Though a healthy diet also goes a long way. You can't be tired. You just started the stream. Yeah, you're right. I'm not allowed to feel anything. I'm sorry. I should have never said that. I was literally watching the PB Tales review. Sick looking controller. However, I found a new game since Breath of the Wild. Not a huge gamer myself. Okay, well, firstly, well, thank you. I'm very glad that you were taking a look at the PB Tales controller review. And wait, oh, I see. However, haven't found a new game since Breath of the Wild. Oh, wow. I mean, that was quite a while back. So you wouldn't consider yourself a huge gamer then? Which, I mean, it's totally fine. I hired a fitness trainer, hoping I get ripped AF before the end of the year. Yeah, that's always been my goal. But for me, it's actually pretty tough for me to gain weight. It's easier for me to lose it than it is to gain it. But even then, Machine Servitor, hello there, Tech. I won't be able to mod for you today. I'm taking care of my mother. I wish you a good stream, though. Oh, no worries, buddy. Like, thanks a lot for letting me know. I very much appreciate it. Thank you. And, yeah, like, best of luck with your mom, man. Have a good night. I have been working on a hacking. Those Furbo dog treat cameras? What? I don't think I've heard of those cameras. Ultra Pranks, hello Tech, I'm here. How's it going? Did I miss anything? I actually kind of wanted to say, that I saw your message on Discord. I didn't get to respond, but please, like, you don't need to apologize at all about not being able to show up. You know, like, you come here only if you want to, or if you can. Like, if you can and if you want to. No one here is obligated to show up. It's only if the stream is entertaining enough, or I guess relaxing enough for you to want to stick around. So please do not worry at all. And as for what you missed, oh, well, last night was actually a blast. We had a lot of people on chat just going a little bit nuts. But that's really about it. Yeah, things have been quite difficult lately. Have a good night. No worries, man. Like, take care of your necessities first and foremost. I wish you a wonderful night. I just want to say that blue clicky switches suck. Excuse me? Okay, Gem Allen. Gem Allen, you just came in with some pretty hot takes, and I don't think that I'm very appreciative of said hot takes. Because that is a real hot take. Pizza and Pineapple says hello. Hello to you. This night is okay. I just want to sleep. I feel ya. I'm dying to go to bed at some point. I am now, since I have data now. Ah, sweet. Awesome. Damn, that sucks. I forgot what we were talking about. That sucked. Usually Fridays are more active. That's totally fair. I got the RK61 with red switches, and it's amazing. I'm using mechanical keyboards now. Oh, sweet. Yeah, I mean, mechanical keyboards are great. I most certainly cannot complain about them. I just don't really like the ones that are supposed to be quiet but still, like, somewhat mushy. Yeah, those I'm not a huge fan of. I forgot what color switch it is that they use exactly for those. They're like these little cloud-controlled cameras that allow you to check on your pets and issue treats via the app. The problem with them are that they have a buffer overflow weakness that allows you to take over the system remotely with just an IP address and some injection. I see. So it is pretty simple for others who are tech savvy to an extent to be able to intersect that. Where was the machine guy? You literally just missed him, actually. He had to take care of some stuff, so he won't be joining us tonight. Yeah, reds aren't that quiet though. Yeah, reds are supposed to be still a little more on the loud side. Would you lube a keyboard? I personally don't see that. I'm sorry. I don't know what came to me there. Well, there was another one, but yeah, like that. Yeah, like I just read that a little funny. But the answer is, I mean, I've never lubed a keyboard per se. I don't know if I would either. Yeah, I'd bet that you gotta be careful with those systems. What sport did you watch from the Olympics? I have not been keeping up so much actually when it comes to the Olympics. Jim Allen, you're going to have to forgive me, Mr. Sir, but I unfortunately am just not really much of a sports guy. The DEF CON badges came with blue switches. It was my first time that I have played with them, and I am not actually considering getting a mechanical keyboard for the first time. Oh, you're a now, actually. Okay. Well, I mean, mechanical keyboards are really just a matter of taste. Not everybody loves mechanical keyboards. There's still a lot of people that do prefer membrane, but I personally think that mechanical keyboards are a lot better for productivity, gaming, and a lot of things in between. Did you try Vietnamese coffee? No, I have not been able to yet, actually. On Monday, I go back to school. I'm excited because I can finally be careful. What do you mean by be careful? And by the way, why is everyone starting school so early into August? Like, over here in New York, you would start middle school or high school at like the first week of September. And if you were in college, then you would start back around the last week of August. So I'm just over here wondering, like, why is everyone starting off so early? The thing about the Furbos are that they are made for pets, and people forget the security that should be in place when you put a camera in your home with internet access. I see. I mean, I think I understand that it can be pretty easy to get locked out of gaining access to it, and that's the issue that you're trying to solve, correct? Can I tell something weird for you? Depends, but what do you have in mind? What product were your very first tech review? Oh, the first piece of tech that I ever reviewed was my Razer Blade 14 from 2015. I reviewed it in 2016. And that was my very first tech review. And then right after that, I actually did a review of the HP Spectre. Then I did a review on a 13-inch MacBook Pro of the time. So yeah, I mean, I essentially started that way. I wanted to kind of remain more so like a laptop reviewer, but I eventually lost access to like a lot of laptops and stuff, and obviously I can't just buy laptops like that. So I would kind of like depend on other people buying laptops, like family members and friends, and I would just like borrow it and go from there. And I still do that today when it comes to laptops, sometimes even tablets. Okay, membrane isn't that bad. No, it's not. I meant I can finally get out of the house. I don't know how I typed careful in loosing my mind. Ugh. You just said loosing. You meant losing. Would you review a pair of budget consumer mainstream headphones? It really depends, honestly. Not because I don't think it's worth my time, but like I am trying to think of things that can bring more views over to the channel, and when I have reviewed like cheaper headphones and things like that, they don't always do very well. Like if it's an Audio-Technica Bluetooth pair of headphones, then yeah, like normally it would do pretty well, but yeah, I actually kind of want to review more microphones or review speakers. I've reviewed speakers in the past. Not really my forte, honestly, and I don't really think it's that much fun to review speakers, but uh, if I get an offer from brands who's like, hey, we want you to review our speaker, and I think that it looks cool, then I would usually accept it. But I don't think I would go out of my way to like buy speakers specifically to review. This isn't a joke at all, but the T669. Oh, hang on. It looks like I missed out on a lot, actually. Did you hear about Among Us? What about Among Us? How does a bundle work? Okay, so essentially, if you have heard of other services like Afterpay and QuadPay, then what it lets you do is that it lets you do financing on stuff that you buy on Amazon. That is, I think, at least 50 bucks in value or higher, and they can be like a couple of different things too. And the thing that most people do is that they take a couple of things, and let's say that it ends up adding up to $200, and then there's an option to finance it over the course of 6 weeks, which is essentially 4 payments, which will be done every 2 weeks. So like that, the cost of that is going to be split into 4. I use it all of the time when it comes to financing, because sometimes I just kind of have to do that. But yeah, like I do think that Abunda is a very useful tool, but they also have credit card options up there. However, I would just recommend that most people go with like the simple, like quarterly, payments and stuff. Like that way, it would just be easier on you. It doesn't hurt your credit whatsoever because you're not applying for a card. Like they were just allowing you to split the payments in 4. I hope that helped to clear things up. This isn't a joke at all, but the T669 is the most popular FeeFind microphone. I asked FeeFind on TikTok and they told me it was the T669. Interesting. Well, no wonder why he who shall not be named was so excited about it. The issue is more that it's really easy for someone else to access that camera, and that camera is in your home, and a bad actor can potentially snoop on your personal lives. Oh. Yeah. I brought up that concern earlier, that it would probably be a little bit too easy to intercept. Since as you said, it kind of only really needs an IP address and I think something else as well. But it's not really quite as secure. But I do wonder, what would be your solution for that? Oh, I think that you actually wrote it out further down. My hope is that by hacking these things, it will raise awareness of the vulnerabilities of these devices, and hopefully it gives me a place to send people to when I talk about these things with clients. Okay. I think that's a pretty sweet idea. It'll make your life easier, actually. Like if you have like video evidence to show them and stuff, like they can just see it for themselves. What audio interface is good with the SM7B? Planning to get it sometime in the future, but I heard that Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 is not a good match with it. Yeah, the reason why it's not a good match with it is because while the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 is a very good interface, it's not really all that powerful, and the Shure SM7B does require quite a bit of power. By power, I really just mean gain. I'm actually using the Shure SM7B with a Scarlett 2i2 right now. Well, like in my recordings and things like that, because my Yamaha MG10XU unfortunately broke down. And I have to keep the gain at at like its maximum setting in order for me to be able to use it properly. However, I still kind of feel like it's somewhat lacking in the monitoring department when it comes to that particular microphone. The Shure is just a very gain hungry microphone. So a good interface that you could pair with it would probably be, you probably want something a little bit smaller than an MG10XU. So let me try to recommend something else. Yamaha audio interface, but something that still has an EQ would be nice. So the thing about Yamaha's interfaces is that they don't usually have like the cleanest preamps, but it hasn't bothered me in the past, and I think most people will be fine with it. I'm just trying to find one that would be ideal for you. See, the MG10XU is a pretty good one, of course. But I feel like there are better options, even just from Yamaha, that would be cheaper. Well, anyway, I think I'm gonna send you this. You're currently on Twitch, so let me go over there. Gamma on Twitch, open up. FBI, open up. Alright, I left a link to the MG10XU. Go ahead and check that out. Well, it's something weird. Now go for Google Maps and search for Sus Town. It's where all imposters live. Also, there is a Sus Hospital, 100% real. Let's see about that. Sus Town on maps. Okay, I am looking at maps right now for Sus Town. It has no reviews. Where's it located, I wonder? Oh, it's in a totally different country, no doubt. It's in, let me scroll out to be able to see. It's over, it's like right on the border to Armenia from Azerbaijan. I've never heard of that country, actually, so it's like more so, interesting. Now, Sus Hospital. Let's see. I know you wanted me to look that up. Sus Hospital does indeed exist. And it is located in India. Okay, interesting. Well, there we go. Mission accomplished. It's a pair of JBL headphones. I think I'll pass on the JBL headphones. I already read that. What are your overall thoughts on Skullcandy headphones? They get a pretty bad rap of just being all bass with minimal quality. The last time that I tried out Skullcandy headphones was in 2011. So unfortunately, I don't really have a current opinion on them. I hope that they have moved past that, because I do, like, back then I did think that they were pretty bass heavy, but back then I used to really like that about headphones too. Yeah, but unfortunately I don't really have an educated opinion on Skullcandy headphones. Sorry. Oh, alright, because I went to that link for the Sony headphones and it says that you can pay $27 a month. Yeah, that's more so for like monthly financing, so that's different. You would have to apply for a credit card for that, and I'm pretty sure you're too young for that. They look nice as hell. Yeah, they do. Bro, you should really join Tech Talk. You could really be popular like Carter's PCs, but that dude gets a lot of hate, and I can see why. So maybe it's not the best idea for me to go to Tech Talk. I use a VPN for everything. Wait, does he do cybersecurity? Sounds like it. LMAO. I am kind of interested in it. Okay, Hack Bricks, go ahead and educate him on that a bit. Does the MV7 also have the same gain issues? I can actually look into that right now, but I believe that the MV7 is more forgiving when it comes to gain. To power MV7, I kind of want to give exact numbers. Okay, so to get a good level, it says that for the MV7, it's plus 55 decibels. So like from 0 to 55, that is. Now for the SM7B, it actually might be pretty similar, maybe a little bit higher. Yep, 60. Okay, so the MV7 is actually pretty close in terms of being gain hungry in comparison to the SM7B. It's just a difference of 5 decibels, which, I mean, yeah. So yeah, choose your interfaces carefully. Especially, I mean, like, just in general, when it comes to dynamic microphones, every dynamic microphone is going to be gain hungry to an extent, but the SM7B is notorious for being very gain hungry, even in comparison to those other ones. So that's what's going on. But I'll see you in the future, but I'm planning on being a software engineer. Okay. Tech, my brothers think Beats is the best brand for headphones, and the reason is because all they focus on is headphones and things. I can't read that, but I think you meant to say it like that. I mean, yeah, like you have to care, really. Like in order for you to even like give a about what kinds of headphones you're buying and why maybe the mainstream solution might not be the best solution. But some people just really like the sound of Beats. Some people really like that bassiness, you know. And that's all right. Foolish Swami says first. So he's officially first, and nobody can take that away from him. I'd use Ubuntu for almost everything. I use it for a lot of things. So I enjoy it. GMJ, welcome in, by the way. Can we expect a review on the Wave XLR from our boy? Absolutely. Will it be anytime soon? I don't know. But you can definitely expect a review from me at some point. And thanks for asking, actually. I kind of forgot about the Wave XLR. I forgot Among Us existed. I wish I could forget. I use Mackie's Prof X line, but I'm using it with the MV7, and if it doesn't have the same issue, you may want to look at the gain settings on that mixer/audio interface. The difference between those two is very negligible, though. And hey, I'm GMJ. Thank you so much for that follow over on Twitch. I do very much appreciate it. So yeah, like, shout out to you, buddy. But yeah, like, the differences between an MV7 and an SM7B, from what I saw, is negligible. It's only like a 5 decibel difference. Which, I mean, if your Mackie's Prof X line can power the MV7 just fine, and like you don't have like your gain knob all the way to 100%, then yeah, like, it should be able to power an SM7B as well. See, imposters live there. I did not see any imposters, no. Bro, there's so many drunk people. I don't know if that'll get you in trouble with Twitch. No, I doubt it. Like, just for saying the word drunk. No. because it's JBL or because it's budget? Oh, I mean, I guess I'm just not really that interested in JBL as a brand personally. So maybe that's why I'm a little bit more apprehensive towards going that route. But my mind is subject to change, of course. I want Gladiator and Toxic Gunner and Accelerator. What are these things even from? Are we still talking about Among Us? I feel like we're not. Yeah, I'm 14. I definitely don't have a credit card. Yeah, as I figured. Pizza and Pineapple, delete one, TikTok or YouTube Kids TikTok. I would delete TikTok first. Yes, I do work in cyber security. I run a company that I have been owning since 2010. We work with mostly medium to large businesses. However, my live stream is more for people just starting out. His live streams are really cool, and I do implore you, old Trip Ranks, to go and give him a follow on Twitch. He has a really cool setup, so go for it. Oh, boys. I can't believe that I finally caught up with chat after all of that. It's all like it is all like showing up on one window over here. But the messages aren't showing. Okay, yeah, they are. Bro, I'm at a fancy restaurant. I don't know what to do or act. It's weird as hell. I mean, what I always do when I'm at a at a fancy restaurant is that I eat with both a fork and a knife. And I try to just very carefully cut through whatever it is that I'm eating and try to avoid being sloppy with my food. It's really the only thing that I can think of doing in your situation. So today we actually recorded the podcast episode for tomorrow, and the bonus episode for patrons has also been published today, actually, and that entire episode is just all about who we think the next and final character for Super Smash Bros. Is going to be. So yeah, that was somewhat of a heated debate. So to be fair, this next week I'm traveling, so the next few streams will probably be in hotels. I did bring my phone, my mobile live stream rig though. That's actually pretty sick. You said that you're going to Canada, right? And where in Canada are you going to? Which province are you visiting? Delete one for streams only. YouTube or Twitch? Probably Twitch. Like Streak. Will the Steam Deck destroy the Nintendo Switch? I think it will. For the exception of first-party games that will only be coming to Nintendo systems, of course, like, you know, the Mario games, the Zelda games, and things like that. People are still going to want a Switch for that. But if you wanted a Switch to play AAA games, like if you're somebody like me who has been asking for games like Final Fantasy 15, the 7 remake, to come to the Switch, but haven't been heard, then the Steam Deck is definitely going to be for you, even though the 7 remake isn't really part. Like, you can't play it on PC yet, but either way, it's fine. Every Final Fantasy game is currently on PC from 1 through 15. You can play MMOs on that too, which is pretty sweet. I'm just more concerned about the comfort, honestly. I saw that Linus posted a video, I think today, about him using the Steam Deck. He apparently got his hands on it earlier, and he seems to like it quite a bit. Yes, sir, Calgary. So, Alberta. Ah, gotcha. I had a feeling. I had a feeling that it would be Alberta. I never got to go to Alberta. I've only been to Ontario. Um, only Toronto. I'm a Toronto bitch. Wait a second, I said that. I meant to censor. My apologies to YouTube and Twitch staff. I did not mean to swear like that. I promise to be a better person moving forward. I got a little bit carried away there. And why did the PlayStation Vita not deliver back then? A lot of reasons. I actually made a full video on that pretty recently, but to keep it short, storage solutions for the Vita were way too expensive. Like I think a 4 GB card was still somewhere around $20. Like you can get a 128 gig card for around $20 now, like a micro SD card. And prices for storage still never went down. But most importantly, it was always proprietary. So you were always stuck with that. Another thing, it was that not enough developers were really supporting the Vita. Like the Vita is the kind of handheld that's really meant for people who like JRPGs, such as myself. It is an RPG machine, and if you like to do a lot of emulation too, the Vita will serve you really well. At least I think so. But that's really now. But I would say that those are two of the main reasons why the Vita failed. My apartment is kind of small. It's floor 17 on the sea, but I like balcony and I sleep in it. But it's really scary to sleep on floor 17 when it's the last floor. Well, if you're afraid of sleeping there, go back into your apartment. Gosh damn it. Sleep on your bed. Sleep safely. Sleep soundly. LMAO. I'm missing PEI and BC. And then I will have won all 13 provinces. Wow. Wow, I've literally only been to Ontario. Not even Montreal. British Columbia, I would love to visit at some point. Alberta, definitely. But I do want to go further up. Like Nova Scotia. I think Nova Scotia is a province. Hang on. Let me just make sure. Oh, yes. So Nova Scotia is actually more so like the place. It's got a much more developed fishing culture over there, and I have actually heard that the weather is pretty unpredictable around there. So, while it would be cool to go to Nova Scotia, I did not mean Nova Scotia as like one of the places that I would want to go to the most. I want to go further up north. And when it comes to the US, I would like to go to Alaska. Like, that'd be cool, but getting back would be pretty tough, I'm sure. Gigabyte is underrated. Yeah, sort of. From Miami, it was nice. Now it's a crime scene. Well, firstly, Dylan, thanks so much for stopping by. And secondly, tell me what happened in Miami. Why is it a crime scene now? Sorry, Tack, I was gone for a moment. Did you see my comment? Do you mean the comment about Gigabyte being underrated? Bro, this apartment is pain. The problem is the building itself is thin. It's too scary. There are no side buildings. Bro, I must sleep in street better. Nah, you'll be fine. Like, just go back into your apartment. Hey, some people don't even have a place to sleep in. I lived in Miami during the beginning of COVID, and I liked it. Did not find crime to be that bad. I stayed on South Beach for 2 months and then North Miami Beach. Interesting. I've been to Miami before as well. I've been to both Orlando and Miami. Miami did not strike me as a dangerous place at all, but it was a very, at least like the area that I was on, it was very much like like let's just say that it reminded me a lot of Staten Island with the way that a lot of people would behave around there. However, tax rates are pretty low over there, which I do appreciate. But I don't think I would ever move to Florida. Florida is just too warm of a place for me. So I'm probably gonna have to go unless I can get captions working. What do you mean by that? Don't say that. You can stick around either way. I also wanted to say, actually, I kind of wanted to run this idea by the stream. So I'm thinking of buying a car. And me, I'm into certain styles of vehicles. Like I really like how a Rolls Royce looks, and I really like how certain Bentleys look, and things like that. But the thing is that Rolls Royce is obviously far too expensive for me. Bentleys are also far too expensive for me, which would be like the step down from a Rolls Royce. So what would be next? The Chrysler 300. There you go. Dylan, you hit the nail on the head there. Yes, the Chrysler 300. That is exactly the car that I want. I initially actually wanted the 2006 model because the 2006 model does resemble those cars a lot more. But unfortunately, those can't be financed anymore because they're too old. So I'm looking at a 2013 model, and while I don't love how it looks on the outside as much, I'm going to take it because from the inside it still looks pretty fancy. Like it's still got the analog clock around it, and it's got cup holders on both the front seat and the rear. So I'm digging it. That's probably the one I'm going to end up going for. But yeah, Gem Allen, Teslas are not for me. Definitely not for me. Like I think that Teslas look cool, but they just don't really suit me, and I can't afford one. So many things going on all at once. A big brain, yes, Dylan, you did it. And you're not the first person to actually like guess that either. So that's pretty cool. In holiday, I lived with my aunt in compound called, can't read that. This name in English meaning is weird. The compound there is in desert, but the compound itself is so huge it's too clean. What do you mean by compound? I'm a little bit confused. One thing for you to remember, Tuck, until next week is that I hate fancy restaurants so much. They're so expensive and they serve you small food portions. Yeah, I mean, that's like the fancy part. Duh. I'll rewatch the stream to see your response. Sure thing. Sure thing. Now you have me wondering what secondhand Teslas are selling for. That is actually a pretty good question. I'm going to check just out of curiosity. Used Tesla. I don't know. Like, let me see. I guess I'll just go on Car Gurus for now, or Carvana. I guess I could probably try Carvana and see what I can find. Or are all of these used? Hang on. Payment and not what I intend. Year and mileage doesn't really matter. But they're all above $46,000. All of the used ones that I'm seeing. No wait, there's one that's 41,000 here actually that I'm seeing, and it's the Model 3 from 2018. And if you wanted to finance this bad boy, it would be $722 per month. Oh wait, there's one that's actually $30,000, but this is a 2013 Tesla Model S. I'm actually not liking how these older Teslas look. But I really like the look of the Model X, actually. I think that car looks really nice. The Model X, and probably the more recent Model 3s, like the 2019 and up. But the Model X looks really nice, actually. It's at $63,990. Have you seen the mod that you can put Rolls-Royce lights on any car? Like put that on the Chrysler 300 and then it's Rolls. I would love to give that a try. I actually wanted to see if I could turn my Chrysler into a convertible. But apparently it might end up being too expensive and not worth it for me to do that. So I might hold off on that and instead maybe include just some of those Rolls-Royce lights. If you're a guy that takes $350 or more in a month, go there. My aunt is engineer. She takes $1,000 in a month. Do you mean that's how much she makes or that's how much she pays? Old Teslas had a problem with exploding if you search. I think I heard about that actually. And even then, they're still pretty expensive. Like these cars are still not cheap, even like the older 2013 models. It's kind of crazy actually. But the 2018 Tesla Model X does look quite nice. It's more of a, it's not a sedan. No, not at all. It kind of looks like a minivan. But I forgot exactly what type of car this is. Oh well, it doesn't matter. Either way, the Model X looks cool to me. Takes. By the way, the Rolls lights scratch that I meant the stars in the interior roof. Oh. Oh, I think I know what you're talking about now, I think. Sounds pretty cool. I might actually give that a go. Hold the fuck up. Let me see. Yeah, that seems high, but that means that they actually hold their value well. Yeah, true. Pretty similarly to MacBooks. They tend to hold their value pretty well. Rolls-Royce lights. Let's go ahead and take a look. Let's go on the shopping part. And okay, yeah, like these lights, it just kind of, from what I'm seeing, it just kind of makes it look like it's like, how do I explain it? It just kind of looks like you're looking at space. But what I do like are like the highlights and stuff that some people have put onto their cars. I actually kind of want to do something like that to go like around the corners of it. Stars. Ah, okay. So you actually really did mean stars. Yeah, I'm seeing the stars here. Yep, I see the stars. I'm not too sure if I would get that though. No, yeah, it's probably not for me. I wonder why Rolls Royce would have that though. Did you know that if you buy the Rose, you can configure the constellation based on any date and place? I did not know that actually. That's actually kind of cool. L-Wire works. L-Wire? Let me see. Yeah, that's a lot better. I think you may have meant like the LED car interior, fiber optic neon, L-Wire strip atmosphere. Yeah, like something like that I would love to get for my car when it is purchased. How old is Ultra Pranks? He mentioned earlier that he was on the younger side. I think you should ask him when he comes back. If he makes it back on time, that is. But yeah, I really do want to customize my car in the sense that it just feels like it's mine. I want it to feel just cool in there. Which is why I'm changing the gear shift into like a skull's head. I found like a mod on Amazon. And I'm going to put that on. A boy get chill. A boy get chill? When did people get chill? I suppose. Oh man, like these lights that I'm looking at right now on Amazon for like the interior are actually pretty cool. They do look pretty darn sweet and they would light up quite nicely at night. That's for sure. Now, I don't think I would put them on the outside of the car, though. Hell no. I want the coolness to stay within. Me? I need to chill? Me? Oh, of all people? But I'm always chill. As you can see. I'm always sleepy, I'm always tired. So of course I'm always chill. Your graphics card is for noobs. How dare you say that? My graphics card can power anything. Anything I say. They can even run Crysis. And I won't let anyone say otherwise. I better have Quadro or RTX 13,000. Hey, I mean, if you can afford one, if you can afford a Quadro, then go for it. Now, I don't know if the 13,000 is an actual model or not, but if you can afford a Quadro, go for it. The world is your oyster, as they say. So, are we going to do a car hacking channel? And if you aren't looking like Brian O'Connor from the first Fast and Furious, you're doing it wrong. Excuse me for a moment. Brian O'Connor. I had to remember what he looked like. Oh man, no, yeah, I could never look like that guy. Handsome fellow. I can't even really grow facial hair properly, so unfortunately, I messed up I messed up that mission already. I'm just gonna be the mechanic guy probably. I have a question. Do you prefer Cherry MX switches or blue switches? Well, I mean, Cherry MX switches. Like Cherry MX is just a type of switch. And then you have like your different colors from there. I'm usually fine with blue switches. Not too big a fan of brown switches. Haven't tried white or black switches though. Red switches, I think I tend to lean more so towards those, as well as green switches. But I don't think that Cherry MX greens actually exist. I think that they're just green. Well, I can't afford $40 GT 710. Wait, it's only $40 for a 710? Interesting. Your car needs to look like his bird on the side and all. Well, let me see. Oh. Oh, I see what you mean. Like it's got, I think it's like an eagle vinyl on it. Don't take this personal, but you look kind of like David Dobrik. It is not the first time I hear that. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. My sister one time was like, "Oh, I see you trying to look like David Dobrik, but David Dobrik has a Tesla. Do you have a Tesla? You don't have a Tesla." And I was like, "Well, no." But yeah, like my sister told me that, and I think other people have also pointed it out, like in the comments and things like that. So I would say that if anything, I'm used to hearing it. It's not an offensive thing to say at all. What lighting do you use for your stream to make your face look bright? Oh, all I use is an Elgato key light. Look, I'll go ahead and turn that off. It's just one light, and when I turn that off, it looks like that. Which does actually still look kind of cool, but you need to be able to see me, so if I press that one button to turn my light back on, just one light, and it does all of that. Yeah, so that's essentially what I use. I use the Elgato key light. Not the Air, but I use the regular key light. RTX 13000 is $10,000. Ah, well that's nothing for someone that can afford to just sleep on the balcony, right? Yeah, we had to get you that eagle on the side of the Chrysler. I will even get you a super obnoxious wing for the rear. Oh my goodness. I don't want to be that bag. No, yeah. Plus, the Chrysler that I'm getting is a dark silver anyway, or just like a very dark gray. It's definitely not orange, so I don't think that beautiful eagle right there would fit would fit that car all that well. Are you simping for Neko DJ? Who's Neko DJ? I'll tell you right now if I'm a simp or not. The answer is no, I'm not a simp. After seeing pictures. It's not a real person, it seems. That's unfortunate. Now, if you call me a Nicol simp, now that's another story. Come on, do it for the stream. But my car, Hack Breaks, my car. Plus, like, haven't you learned from the last Fast and Furious movie that the most important thing about a vehicle is always family? So, like, if you can take your family for a spin in your car, that's really what matters the most. It's family. I dare you to have an RTX 90. Maybe one they make it. Brian O'Connor, Too Fast, Too Furious, I see. Well, I guess so. I'm just too fast and too furious for vinyls. As I always tell my little sister, I only drive fast cars. And she just rolls her eyes so hard every time I say that. Put spinner wheels on it. Actually, search Chrysler 300 with spinner wheels. Okay. Chrysler 300 spinner wheels. Actually, don't even think I know what they look like. Oh. Oh my. Oh my. Man, like there's some really nice Chryslers around here, actually. Holy. And some people actually added mods so that the door would open up upwards, and that's just so cool. Ah, man, that's just so cool. I'm seeing a lot of really nice Chryslers here. Like, there's a Chrysler 300C. I don't know from what year this is, but I do see the custom wheels on there. Pretty cool, actually. It gives like a racer vibe, I guess. Are you simping for Gun Gale Ranger? I'm going to have to look that up. No. I'm not simping for Gun Gale Ranger. Are you simping for Maid Commander? Let's see. I already said who I'm simping for. The answer is no. Maid Commander is also a no. Are you simping for Maid Commander? Or Gun Gale Ranger? I think we are on to something. Let the stream trick the car out for you. Oh my goodness. I can only imagine what you guys would end up suggesting that I do to my car based off of this whole conversation that we've been having here. What is simping? I think I'm better off just reading like the official definition of simping. Just so that it's easier to explain, even though it's not really that complicated. But simping is the art of trying to act like a girl's boyfriend when you don't really even know her, when she already has a boyfriend. It's almost like worshipping a girl, like from a distance. I would call that simping. Where do you publish your animation projects? I don't really have that many animation projects, but I will be posting them on YouTube moving forward to get everyone's feedback and the like. Because I haven't really done an animation project since my thesis, which was last year. After I finished my thesis, I was like so done with school. And with animating, like I did not want to animate anything for a long time. But now I'm actually in the mood to animate again. I am simping for Neko DJ. She is cute. Neko DJ worth 300 Robux. Well, there you go. Go ahead and spend your money on Neko DJ, and I'm pretty sure that she'll return the favor somehow, right? Like by saying, "Oh my gosh, thank you. That's so nice of you," and then like going back to just doing her own thing. But yeah, I would say that this is quite frankly a good time to call it a night, you guys, and I do hope that you can respect my decision here, because I am beyond exhausted. I had to edit 3 videos today, and I had Domino's, which does not help. Domino's makes you lazy. With that said, thanks to all of you for jumping in tonight. I do very much appreciate it, and I do hope to see you on the next live stream, of course. You've all been great. You've all been a lot of fun. So thanks a lot. And yeah, I wish you all a wonderful night.